Alright guys, welcome back. TBS here, and we have just seen one of the most boring Madrid derbies in recent seasons. I'll be honest, I was extremely disappointed. I was very hyped for this game. I've been waiting for this game for a while. I thought it was going to be a great game. Both teams were playing relatively good, you can say. So I genuinely thought we were going to watch a classic today. It did not happen. It just seems like both teams canceled each other out today. But before we get into the analysis, really, I want to talk about the Marcelo thing. It was a nice little tribute, I guess, whatever you call it. But Marcelo is officially retired now. Obviously, a Real Madrid legend, in my opinion, arguably the best left back in history. I'll put him right up there with Roberto Carlos. If you want to put Carlos, if you want to put someone Maldini over there, sure. But in terms of technicality, I think he was the best attacking fullback I've ever seen personally. So shout out to Marcelo. And now, guys, getting into the game again. It was a deadlock until the penalty. And listen, there's been a lot of controversy with the comunicado, the whole ref thing. I want to know your thoughts. Was that a penalty? Because at first I was like, it's soft, sure. But upon watching it on slow motion, now to be fair, on slow motion, most of the time everything looks like a foul, but upon watching it on slow motion and still images, he does step on his foot. It looks like he steps on his foot to me. Now, you can argue it's a soft penalty. Sure, 100% I'll give you that. It's definitely a soft penalty. Could it not been given? Maybe, yeah. But can you really say it's a robbery? I think it's fine, guys. It's a penalty. You give that as a penalty? Ugh, it sucks, but it's not really a robbery. There's other calls. Again, I'm gonna get into it. Don't you worry. But I don't really have too much complaints about this. It's a penalty. Now, the thing is, the referee Soto Grado did not give that as a penalty at the beginning until the VAR actually called him. So now that is something interesting because I'm willing to bet money that if this whole Comunicado thing wasn't happening, if Madrid did not call out the rest publicly, I bet you that VAR call is not coming to Sotogrado. I bet you they're not double checking that. I think the referees this game, they felt a little protected. They felt a little maybe pissed off, if that's the word. But I think that's the vibe that you feel around the referees in La Liga this past week or so. So I feel like this time they're like, you know what? Let's just double check. You want to release comunicados, shame us publicly? We're just gonna double check. You know what? So I think that's what happened there. But again, I don't think it's a wrong decision. I think it's a penalty. Now, in terms of other controversial calls, before we get into the pretty much the game, Ceballos, I think, could have had a red card. Now, I would not give that a red card again. He goes for the ball. He's just a little clumsy. It's a rough tackle, probably yellow, but that's about it. I don't know. I wouldn't give that a red. I think it's a little harsh. But the one thing that I think the referee got wrong today, and what do you want me to say? Who heard Jude Bellingham say what he said? You cannot talk to the referees the way you talk to them. For a throw-in, you're insulting the referee straight to his face and nothing happens. I'm sorry, Lewandowski got a 3-match ban for touching his nose. He got a 3-match ban for touching his nose. You go up to a referee and tell him the F word, and nothing happens. Should that be a ban for Jude Bellingham? In my opinion, yes, because the rules clearly say do not insult the referees. He goes up to his face and he directly refers to the referee when he says the things he says. So for me, that's something that I think Madrid TV are not going to show, obviously, but should be showed. Now, in terms of the game itself, again, very boring. Simeone, I'm extremely disappointed because I expected a much more fluid attack. I expected a lot more chances for Atletico Madrid, and it just felt like they didn't threaten at all. It felt like they were happy with that Alvarez penalty, which, by the way, the penalty, that just class. That Panenka is this class. This guy is cooking. I said it before, the Alvarez transfer window video, maybe I'll put it on screen here. I think this guy's going to lead Atletico to a league title, man. This guy's a proven winner. Class, striker, class purchase for Atletico. But other than that, they really did not threaten that much. I can't remember a very good chance they had the whole game besides that. So I was very disappointed in that regard. For Real Madrid, again, they started off very slow. I do think they were the better team. You could say that they deserved to potentially win. Maybe scrape a win, sure. They attacked a lot. They had the chances. All Black was man of the match. Easily man of the match. They kept he kept Atletico Madrid in this game. Without Oblak, they 100% lose this game today. Mbappe was having his runs. I won't say he had a great game, but I mean he was there, right moment, right time. But obviously he's playing off the striker Jude Bellingham. Um, getting those rebounds, like those Madrid Juju rebounds that always fall in the right place at the right time, always. But I thought Mbappe, I mean, I think he was probably the best along with Rodrigo. On to Vinny though, disgrace. This guy is trash. I think he has like one goal in like 14 games against Atletico Madrid. They always shut him down for some reason. Ever since that tweet where he said he'll do it 10 times, we'll take the one out. Because, I mean, this guy is average this season. Dribbling wise, he's still there. He's still a dangerous player one on one. It just feels like he's not focused on the game. He's always taken out of it too easily. It almost feels like he's taking a back seat a little bit. Maybe sometimes here and there during the game he'll show up, he'll engage, but most of the time it just feels like a passenger until something happens and just waves his hands in the air and just. But I think he's waiting for those momentum shifts for actually to actually start playing. And I don't know how good that is for Real Madrid and Vinny in particular. Now, Carlo, again, nothing you can complain about Carlo because it really isn't a robbery. It's a fair game. I mean, it's haram ball, sure. It's haram ball against haram ball, but again, one of the issues that Real Madrid have this season, which again is very evident this game, when teams lock down on you, they cannot control their midfield. They cannot move the ball fast enough and break lines through deep line playmakers. Jude Bellingham, every time I see this guy drop deep in midfield, he does a side pass to the left, a side pass to the right, and then just goes for a run in the box. I never see this guy stationary in a deep line playmaker role, pinging passes forward. Please pay attention to Jude Bellingham. This guy, I'm telling you guys, he's as much of a midfielder as someone like Griezmann, someone like Lautaro Martinez is. I'm sorry, he's not a midfielder. Great player. You can say whatever you want for him as a player. Sure, he has other qualities. I'm sure he's a very dangerous player. I agree with you. Jude Bellingham scares me in the big moments. He's a dangerous player, but he's not a midfielder. The best I can give you is a second striker or a number 10. But even that, a number 10, Jude is not a number 10. Number 10 in the typical way of a number 10. Technical, threading through balls, dribbling, like that sleek number 10. He's not that, really. He's more of a bulldozer, number 10. Somebody that makes runs in the box. So, I don't know, man. Stinker today. But not necessarily a stinker because this is how he usually plays unless he gets a goal. If he got that tap in before Mbappe scored, people would have said a masterclass and he's better than Pedri. That's how much result based the football fan base is as a whole. They don't care about the whole game. If he scored that tap in, this average performance would have been a world class performance. Simple as. And it's just sad to see. Again, for me, good player. A dangerous player, but he's never sitting on those greats in midfield like someone like Pedri can potentially be in. So that's it from me, guys. Thank you guys for watching. Leave a like, comment, subscribe. It really does help a lot. I'm trying to be more consistent with the channel, and I know I said that before, but I'm really trying. That's it for me today, guys. I'll see you guys in the next one. Champions League coming up next. Peace out, guys. TBS out, man.